Apropos of green spaces, both in my two dwellings on Claremont across the street and here, I had the immense good fortune of having a small front garden and a slightly bigger back one, which have been in both cases the joy of my existence. My current back garden is the belly button of my universe. And if I have the privilege of a few more years of life, I think it will be, in fact, thanks to that garden, which is now under a blanket of snow. And I go to my window and look out at that blanket, and I think there are living things asleep underneath it. And every spring there's that miracle of the regrowth. And I'm not what I would call a conventionally religious person, but if I ever have moments of mysticism in my life, it's standing in the garden, just watching things unfold and realizing that that birch tree that I planted when I moved in here 30 years ago that I could hold between my thumb and forefinger is now I can't wrap my two arms around it. And you read and you learn that there's more of that birch underground that I cannot see that above ground, and these things just trigger all kinds of what's the word I'm looking, mystical thoughts. The thought that we're here talking on this wonderful thing we have because somewhere in the distance past somebody planted a seed or accidentally planted a seed, something grew that they could eat, and they decide, well, let's just stay here and pitch our tents, and here we are. We have urban civilization. I figured out a while ago that between the two places across the street and here, I planted about 20 trees and very large shrubs, most of which are still alive and pumping oxygen as we speak. So I hope when I stand at the pearly gates and they ask, have you been a good green citizen? I say, well, I tried, and here I am.